Right now, somewhere between 2 and 4 hours of your day is being consumed by a screen. Not because you chose it, because a team of neuroscientists, behavioral psychologists, and former casino designers built something specifically engineered to make sure you couldn't stop. And while your attention was being harvested, your insecurities were being cataloged, your spending triggers were being mapped, and your financial decisions were being influenced by an algorithm that knows you better than you know yourself. This isn't paranoia. This is the business model. And today, we're going to show you exactly how it works. Let me tell you about a man named B.F. Skinner. In the 1950s, Skinner discovered something that would change the world. He found that if you reward a behavior randomly, instead of consistently, the behavior becomes almost impossible to stop. He called it variable ratio reinforcement. Casinos called it the slot machine. Silicon Valley called it the scroll. Here's how it works on you specifically. Every time you open Instagram, or TikTok, or Twitter, you don't know what you're going to find. Sometimes it's something that makes you laugh. Sometimes it's something that makes you angry. Sometimes it's something that makes you feel seen. But you never know which one is coming. And that uncertainty is not accidental. It is the precise psychological mechanism that creates compulsive behavior. Former Google design ethicist Tristan Harris testified before Congress in 2019 that social media platforms were, in his exact words, a race to the bottom of the brainstem, deliberately engineered to hijack the same neural pathways as slot machines and cocaine. The average person checks their phone 96 times per day. That's once every 10 minutes. Not because they need to, because the variable reward loop won't let them stop. And every single one of those 96 checks is a data point being sold. Now here's where it stops being about attention and starts being about your money. Leon Festinger first described social comparison theory in 1954. The idea that humans instinctively measure themselves against others to evaluate their own worth. It's evolutionary. It kept us alive in tribal communities. But social media didn't just activate that instinct, it weaponized it. Here's the mechanism. Instagram's algorithm doesn't show you an average life. It shows you the most aspirational version of every life it can find. The vacation you didn't take, the body you don't have, the apartment you can't afford, the relationship that looks perfect from the outside. And it does this deliberately because insecurity drives engagement, and engagement drives ad revenue. A leaked internal Facebook document from 2019, reported by the Wall Street Journal, revealed that Facebook's own researchers found the platform made body image issues worse for 1 in 3 teenage girls. They knew. They had the data. And they kept the algorithm running. Because the more insecure you feel, the longer you scroll. And the longer you scroll, the more ads you see. And the more ads you see, the more you spend on things designed to close the gap between your life and the one the algorithm showed you. Your insecurity is a revenue stream. In 2017, former Facebook president Sean Parker said something in a rare moment of honesty that most people forgot about the next day. He said Facebook was built to consume as much of your time and conscious attention as possible. He described it as a social validation feedback loop. And then he said, God only knows what it's doing to our children's brains. He said this as a billionaire who helped build it. Here's what attention harvesting actually means for your finances. Your attention has a dollar value. Every minute you spend on a platform is monetized. But it goes deeper than ads. The platforms don't just sell your attention to advertisers. They sell your behavioral profile. Every post you linger on, Every product you look at twice, every financial anxiety you express in a search, every time you pause on a luxury item you can't afford. All of it is compiled into a psychological profile that is sold to financial institutions, lenders, credit card companies, and predatory advertisers who use it to target you at your most vulnerable moment. Research from the Financial Health Network found that people who spent more than 3 hours daily on social media were 27% more likely to apply for high-interest financial products and 34% more likely to make impulse purchases they later regretted. You weren't just losing time, you were being primed. In 2021, a former Facebook data scientist named Frances Haugen walked out of the company and handed thousands of internal documents to the Wall Street Journal and the US Senate. What those documents revealed changed everything. Facebook had conducted research showing that its platforms were causing significant psychological harm, that the algorithm was deliberately amplifying content that triggered anger and anxiety, because anger and anxiety drove more engagement than happiness, that they had the ability to reduce harm and chose not to, because reducing harm also reduced time on platform, and reduced time on platform reduced revenue. Haugen testified before the Senate Commerce Committee in October 2021. She said Facebook's leadership knew that the company was choosing profit over the psychological safety of its users, including children as young as 13. The documents showed internal researchers describing the platform as a place where teenagers went to feel worse about themselves and couldn't leave. This wasn't a glitch. This wasn't an oversight. This was a documented, internal, known consequence that the company chose to maintain because it was profitable. And if they did it to teenagers, they did it to you too. Now, I'm going to give you back something the platforms took from you: your awareness. Because once you see the architecture, you can start building your own. First, go to your phone's screen time settings right now, not later, right now. Look at your daily average. Look at which apps consume the most time. Then ask yourself one question: did I consciously choose to spend that time there? Or did I just end up there? If the answer is you just ended up there, that's the variable reward loop working exactly as designed. The fix is not willpower. The fix is friction. Delete the apps from your home screen. Move them into a folder 3 swipes deep. Turn off all notifications. Every barrier you add between you and the app breaks the automatic loop. Second, set a specific intention before you open any platform. I am opening this app to check on one specific person. I am opening this app to post one specific thing. I am giving myself 10 minutes and then I am closing it. Intention breaks the variable reward loop because it replaces the uncertainty with a defined outcome. The slot machine only works when you don't know what's coming. Define what you're looking for, and the machine loses its power. Ask yourself this before any purchase that originated on social media: did I know I wanted this before I opened the app? If the answer is no, the desire was manufactured. Not by you, by an algorithm that identified your insecurity, matched it to a product, and presented it to you at the exact moment your psychological defenses were lowest. That is not a coincidence. That is a targeting system. Notice the financial content you consume on these platforms. Crypto influencers, day trading gurus, passive income coaches. Ask yourself, how does this person make money? If the answer is by selling you a course or by receiving undisclosed commissions on financial products they recommend, the advice is not for your benefit. It is a monetization strategy wearing the costume of education. Institute a 48-hour rule on any financial decision that originated on social media. Close the app. Wait 48 hours. If you still want it, research it outside the platform entirely. The urgency you felt in the moment was engineered. 48 hours of distance almost always reveals that. You are not weak for being targeted. You are a human being with a brain that evolved over millions of years, being manipulated by systems built last Tuesday by people with billion-dollar budgets and no ethical ceiling. The awareness is the weapon. Use it. Here's the pattern across 4 videos now. The bank engineered your credit ceiling. The wealth manager engineered your loyalty. The cult engineered your identity. And the platform engineered your attention, your insecurity, and your desire before you ever opened your wallet. Every system we've covered runs on the same fuel, your unawareness. The moment you see it, the system loses a piece of its power over you, not all of it. These systems are sophisticated and well-funded, and they will keep evolving. But awareness compounds. Every pattern you recognize makes the next one easier to see. That's why this channel exists. Not to make you paranoid, to make you precise. Subscribe if you want to keep seeing the patterns most people never look for. Share this with someone who is spending money they don't have, on a life the algorithm convinced them they needed. Drop a comment and tell me, how many hours a day is your screen time showing you right now? Be honest. The pattern is everywhere. Now you know what to look for.